I guess you can stay right there, but they're not allowing us to record over the fence. Otherwise, they've already threatened to leave. That's why they keep stopping.
That's why they keep showing up and sitting in the cars.
They keep stopping.
Oh, they actually started? They started?
They're going to get started, but they threatened to stop again because they're afraid we're going to record.
Don't worry, guys. We know you're scared. We'll get out of here. We'll leave. Our own house.
It's a public street. You can do anything on a public street.
But not in your own property, though, huh?
It's the one that was Tiffany was at a little while ago that they made her stop filming at. Can't see they are, Blake. Tiffany has been walking around speaking to them. She was just up in front of the video right now with her phone talking to them. They're just outright ignoring us. They actually have said that if we're recording, they will not go through with the process, and they are kicking pretty much everybody off, even the next door neighbor's property, so that they'll do what they need to do. No, they're not. They're not necessarily forcing, but they said they will not go through with the process if anyone is here videotaping or recording, and the homeowner wants to go through with the process. They are, in a way, forcing people to leave. This is, I forgot the actual address. It's like 5144 Lone Trail or Trail Canyon or something like that in the city of Pedley or / Glen Avon. It's right near the Glen Avon Elementary School. Yeah, let me get up on the street. They are actually going through the wrought iron fence, the one on the right side over there. But they've already pulled one truck back there in the back behind that fence, so. Rosalind, no, this is not Dee's Chickens. This is different people. It's an Hispanic male. The neighbor did allow them to do it, but CDFA said they would not do it if they were recording.
But we did speak to the homeowner right now, and if she feels the need, we just let her know her rights that as a homeowner she can record if she wants to or chooses to.
Do you think we could go wash some cars right now? Like, do you think they need some help washing their cars?
I don't know.
Because I could.
But we let her know her rights that she's able to record if she feels any wrongdoing or simply wants to know what happened in her own backyard. So she wasn't aware she saw us get kicked out, so it kind of made her questionable, but she's aware now that as a homeowner she can record herself. Herself at her situation. They cannot deny her that.
This vehicle right here? Hold on 1 second. I'll move over.
She's the one who ordered all this stuff, but she just wants all the chickens to die so that way she can sell her eggs and make more money.
She has 1,000 chickens with like 200.
License plate number is 31189 Sam 2.
She has so we've never been to her property, but you guys want to go ahead and look up look it up real quick. But she's up in the Sacramento area, and this is where it states that she's the one who ordered all this. There's weird disease or whatever. They got lots of money to kill everybody else's chickens. But she just wants
Yes, Casey, it's the same location as earlier.
sell more eggs. Sell, kill.
Where Tiffany was at a little while ago, that she went dark after a while.
But it's kind of funny that they're so afraid of us women. I still can't get over that. Am I scary?
You're terrifying.
Especially the high-pitched little cheerleader voice.
I
left
my weapons at home today, so
It's a cheerleader voice.
yeah.
It scares you.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's ISLOGD Farms.
Because hey Dee Dee, the cops don't give a fuck. Oh, you know why?
Language, girl.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry about the windows. I'm just getting a little hyped up. The cops don't give a crap about what's going on. Actually, they have their hands tied. Believe it or not, they are contracted with the CHP, and so if they feel the need that they're threatened, they will call the CHP. But if we're threatened, if we feel threatened, just like that guy I was talking to earlier who won't confirm his identity in that SUV, I feel very threatened. People have followed me to my children's schools, not only my daughter's school, but my son's school, okay? These are government vehicles following me.
In the parking lot.
In both schools they followed me. And this asshole still denies to give me his information. Now, who the crap should be scared right now? Me or him? I'm pretty sure I have a right to be scared. I don't know who these people are. I have no idea who these people are. No fucking clue. Yet they're following me to my kid's school? That's a freaking bell. And, you guys better believe I'm going to win this meeting.
To my knowledge, nobody's seen a badge. They're pretty much just ignoring everybody.
But they gotta make sure to collect those checks first so they can make more money. That's what it's all about. It's about money. But if you notice though that when we make our presence here, they up there by us security like a mother. They want to make sure that it's hot out here. I feel really bad for them. They're just trying to make a living. You know, that they've got family at home, you know. But I was wondering how they would feel. Oh, that's right. Okay. I just need water.
Actually, they got kicked out of the neighbor's yard. They said they wouldn't go through the process if anyone was in the next door neighbor's yard. I can try to see if I can reach over the fence, though. I am a little taller.
He's a stalker. He's stalking us. He knows who we are, but he still refuses to give his identity to us. And he actually works, if you look on his hat, he always wears this hat. It's the Rural Crime Prevention Task Force team. Now, Chad Bianco, he's our sheriff. I'm sorry, Chad Bianca, because he lost his nuts not too long ago. So he's no longer Chad Bianco, he's Chad Bianca. And Chad, if you're watching, you're a fucking pussy. He's part of that team. He's part of the Rural Residential Task Force, and their goal is to prevent rural crimes, the Rural Crime Prevention Task Force. Our sheriff is a member of that team. So our sheriff is involved with this, but he doesn't really care about the residents. Now, I thought that our government was supposed to be here for the people. The government works for us, right?
Yeah. I thought so.
That's what I thought
Isn't
too.
that what our taxes pay for?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. And actually, they just raised our taxes by 1%.
They're not using a statute, Diane. They're just saying that if anyone is next door videoing or anyone other than pretty much the owner is videoing, they're not going to go ahead and proceed with the process.
But, this is good old California for you. That's how things roll around here.
Yes, Casey, that is the address, 4418 Lone Trail. The city of Grupa Valley, Pedley, Glen Avon area.
Oh, that guy looks like he got hurt. Oh, that person got hurt. So he got a lot of roosters, and I haven't seen where they put the oh, this is a Nevada plate. Wow, they're coming from. Oh, wait. So wait a second. These folks are driving trucks from out of
Have
state.
they killed anything yet?
I haven't seen them kill
They're
anything.
trying to keep this disease in Southern California, but
I
they
need
bring
you.
trucks in from out of state. Where do you guys think those trucks are going?
They
haven't brought anything out.
not killed any birds yet,
Okay.
and we are at a
So
truck
not only, if there's a supposed
that
virus,
has
right?
bags already full.
Welcome.
Is this from
the
another
virus
site?
to Nevada.
What's the license plate?
Nevada, folks. Look out.
31189 Sam
Wait,
2.
Tiffany.
What?
Tiffany,
What?
just tell me. We haven't had a kill yet. Nothing's died, right?
Nothing-
I'm
nothing-
actually not sure.
Nothing's been brought out.
Nothing's been brought out.
Listen,
No?
nothing's been brought out this gate. We
Looking
got
truck.
bodies.
Oh, so this is where all the dead chickens are, right here?
So that means it's another site. There's cross-contamination, baby.
Yep, cross-contamination. Wow. No wonder it smells so bad. At first I thought it was the
Oh, now we're starting our truck.
Yeah, now that you
Yeah,
realize.
at first I thought it was the people that work here that smelled, but no.
People in your live videos.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we have
This is
our
why they wanted us out of here. This is cross-contamination right
I
here.
need a bag.
In the
Can I
back.
step back on this other line? You're on his property right now.
Oh.
Excuse me, another resident's property is on his property.
That's between them and the resident.
No, you're not a security. You're not a security guard. You're not a police officer.
No, you're not.
You're not a police officer. These animals are supposed to be in the dump. You guys have brought dead animals to this man's house to contaminate his house. He asked this morning that you guys keep it clean, spray, whatever. You have a truck with dead bodies here.
Between them and the homeowner. That's not my issue. I'm just asking you not.
No, the homeowner is not aware of this because I kept him busy at the other end. This is why we're here. There are dead bodies in this truck already
Which
from
means
another
that
household.
already went to a kill site and you're bringing the disease to his house that he doesn't have.
I understand your concern. I'm not privy to that information. I'm just asking you to stay on this side of the line. That's all.
This is a violation right here.
You are perfectly fine.
This is a violation right here. They're supposed to dump them
Where's the
after
homeowner?
each kill site.
Can you
This is a violation right here.
can you text her and tell her to come out? Well, I can't remember the woman's name.
What am I gonna ask her? Or, oh, she's a homeowner. I can.
Yeah. I wonder how they feel about this. I mean, actually, he told us, the homeowner told us that they were here, I think, he was on...
That actually is the truck with the birds in it.
Yeah, he
Again,
was
the
on
license plate
vacation,
number
and,
is
when he came back, he had the kill notice, they knew how many
189
birds he had,
S is in
They
Sam
knew all
2.
that. How do they know how many birds he has? How do they know that? They just guess, oh, he's got 50 chickens in his backyard. They don't know what kind of birds he has back there. But, I don't know, this is just...
I actually have owner's permission, but I was trying to get a hold of the marshal that you know that you guys have dead bodies with half-house sprayed tires. You can see the white residue spray. That means the spray did not fan out properly because it's an empty can, so it's spotting. Anyone knows that empty can will start to do that spray pattern where it spots instead
Well,
of
they were
sprays.
just at a previous kill.
And they were just in a previous kill. This truck was did not have a chance to get washed.
Before he came over here.
We have dead bodies with a truck that's not washed from another address on this man's property. He asked for them to come in here clean.
He did. Tell them. To,
Get a hold of the owner.
you have his number.
Yeah, I do.
I texted it to you. Oh, is that for me? Thank you for the water.
Yeah, thank you. We're here to find mistakes, and we just found a big one. It's our job, baby.
Well, you know, this isn't the first time this has happened. Remember, they were doing that at Circle K. They were.
I know, but they're on
When they
his
boxed us in,
his
remember?
address. This is not a public street.
Mhm.
They're in his driveway.
The city is in Glen Avon / Pedley. It's actually part of Harupa Valley, but it's the Glen Avon Pedley area.
And Harupa Valley's a new city. It's a fairly new city too.
Yeah, it's only been around for
Yeah.
about 4 years.
So there, you know, there's a lot going on. They're trying to. I want my buddy to come back with a small phoenix so I can bring the clock.
I need to reach the homeowner because he's not.
And by the way, when I said earlier, I came on.
This is wrong. This is wrong, right here. This is completely wrong.
I try to make light of a bad situation, and people are like, "Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa." I was just messing around. Oh no, we got the, Jen, can you take photos of that, the license plate that has the dead bodies in it?
We did, and he's got it on video too. My partner in crime right here, Bill. I got the stills, he's got the, because sometimes we're moving it.
The bags are back here, you guys, see? I'm not allowed to cross this line. Blah, 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 it's a line. Can you call Daniel back and tell him I'm
Yes, y'all, they actually brought this truck. It's got in the back. It's kind of hard to see now because they closed the back.
There is the plate.
There's
it is
bags
a
right there.
Plate. It's a permanent plate, so it says
Those bags are actually filled full of chickens.
So basically, what they have is instead of having the year, it has like a permanent sticker on it. So that's how to identify them. But there's this guy. I wonder what he's doing. Is he just so who's this guy?
That's a government vehicle.
See what's going on. He was actually at the other side. Yeah. There's a group of old folks in there. Hey, maybe we got a Dr. Annette Jones in that truck. Maybe we can talk to her. Ask her how her chickens are doing. I feel so bad for you. You probably get so much shit.
Ma'am, please step back on that side line. I really don't
I'm
want to
just
ask
getting a better picture. I already have the picture. I'm just getting a better one. I'm not touching anything. I'm just getting a better picture.
My question is, how is it that we're not allowed to film what they're doing on a private property?
Can you hide your chickens in your house, or are they allowed to go in your house too?
On private property.
Technically,
We can't answer. We can't answer any of that. We're at a live site right now, but we're trying to find out violations right now. We can answer that later this evening with one of our pros that can answer questions like that. But right now we're on a live feed. We're trying to any evidence we can find, and I'm trying to reach a homeowner, but they're keeping him so busy. We can't reach a homeowner and let him know that there's dead birds on his house property already.
It's wrong every fucking day. It's so wrong. And I feel so bad for you that you have this job. Like I don't even understand how you guys can do this, but I understand you have to support your family. I understand. Oh, now they're calling back up. They're scared of my cell phone again.
I have no issue with your questions. I have issues with crossing the property line.
The homeowner already said she could. It's not your right to tell people whether they can go on someone's property if it's their private property. Just because you guys are government officials and you think that you can do whatever the fuck you want, that's why we're here. That's why we're here.
no, he came out of there with absolutely no gear on whatsoever, and he's one of the government officials.
I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know if you have kids or not. Like, I don't know if you have kids. I don't know. But if you have kids, you also had animals that were your pets, and you had these people come to your home and force you to kill your pet,
She's kind of like
and then followed you
she's running.
your
She
entire
needs to talk to
school.
you.
Okay. Hey, honey bun.
Okay. So her husband's working out on the phone. We're just gonna keep an eye on it. I'm trying to get a hold of or reach the owner. If the owner knew this, he would be extremely upset. He was very clear in the beginning, even when we started to record before we got shut down, that he wants the security or biosecurity. Even without animals, he just wants everything to stay clean. We have a truck here. Oh, her battery's getting low. Okay. Her battery's getting very low. I think I'm tall enough I might be able to get a picture of the bags here. Those birds were already killed somewhere else. These are not his birds in here. So.
Yeah, let me show you the big issue. Those bags that are inside the back of that truck right there had dead birds inside them already. They are zip tied shut.
He's just using a scare tactic, like he's doing everybody else.
I'm gonna give you your phone back. It says some low battery.
Darren's mad at him. I'll give you a phone back.
Because he's over there, not over here.
Well, no.
You can see a lot better than other times.
Oh, yeah. Should we go over there?
And that's the street.
Well, you know what? Because they're already, like, they know
Well, all
what
his
it looks
birds
like.
are over here, though.
Maybe you can put them over there.
Yeah. And then you can see exactly like that. Well, here, show me.
We're gonna move.
I'm trying to get a hold of the owner himself and let him know they have dead birds already in his.
Might have a place to see better what actually was going on, so we're currently moving. My understanding is they're now calling for CHP backup.
Your feet not burning.
I got a tough feet.
Oh, I was gonna say, you know.
Where were you talking? What were you talking about?
Oh, we can actually see them a little bit. There they are over there. They zoom in. You see a whole group of them right there in the background.
Oh, so they're just doing it right in the backyard, yeah. Get them chickens in there. Get them all. Oh man, they got a whole bag already. Make sure they suck all the air out of it so they can't breathe, assholes.
It looks like the homeowner is videoing.
Oh, good. Okay, that's great. Yeah, I mean, they're allowed to do that. Man, they got a lot of birds in that one bag. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. It's pretty sunny out here, so it's hard to... They are so afraid of me. I don't know why they're so scared. Like, I'm a really nice person. What's going on, and he doesn't appreciate being invaded like this by your government. These folks have lived here for a very long time. He was actually here when this first happened. What did he say, about 15 years ago? And they compensated him for his birds. But what happened was they showed up. Jen, what happened? They showed up at his house, and then a few days later, all his birds died after they showed up?
Test, and the following day his birds started dying.
Yeah, so supposedly they tested the birds when they were, did something, and then all his birds just started dying. But his birds are perfectly healthy up until the point that the CDFA showed up on our property. So, hey guys!
They tried to get a hold of the homeowner. It looks like the FEMA homeowner is actually back there videoing it right now. I saw her a few moments ago with the video. They've been trying to get a hold of her, but so far they haven't been able to, because they've been trying to make them aware, because I guess the one deal they made with CDFA that they were supposed to honor was any vehicle that showed up had to be biosecure.
Yeah, so basically what he asked them was, he asked the CDFA or the USDA or whoever these people are, because at this point we really don't even know who they are other than the fact that they're with the government. Alright? Okay. He asked them, because of what happened last time, how his birds started dying, that they soak their feet in chlorine, or at least step in, you know, a little box of chlorine and walk through it before they go to his backyard, as to not contaminate his backyard. But after this, he said, I'm out of here, and I'm not coming back. I'm going to go live somewhere else, because, I mean, it's just so unfair. He just wants to get it over with. So that's why he allowed them to come in and kill the birds. You know, they kind of force you. It's either you allow them or they get a warrant. And when they get the warrant, it just causes more problems, you know. So they just interrogate you. Nobody wants a warrant on their property. You know, there was one gal who had a warrant that stated it could kill all animals on their property. And, you know, they've got a goat back there. They have dogs.
No, we can't look in the bag. The bags are tied shut.
Oh,
For some reason I'm losing my zoom.
I wonder what happened if he got into the bag.
I have no, with Fluffy right there, I don't know if you'll get close enough.
What is he gonna do? But as you can see, once again, I'll state this again. They said when they dropped off the paperwork that he has 50 birds in his backyard. And now I don't know how many birds he has back there, but where did they get those numbers from? Are they invading his private home when he's on vacation? Are they using drones like people said they were? Are they using helicopters like people said they found? We don't know. We don't know anything. And the fact that, you know, I think if they were doing something and they wanted the people to know what was going on and they explained to everybody what was going on, people really wouldn't be upset about it. I mean, if it's really that bad, go ahead, come and kill my birds, we'll get it over with. But the fact that they do so much shady stuff, I mean, they're not giving up their identities, they won't talk to us. If they were so worried about the disease, they would have sent out flyers in the mail to every single person in Southern California multiple times.
That's it, Susan. They
make
don't
them
know
aware of
how
what's
they're
going
finding out
on.
how they get. My people got birds.
So, thank you.
Really makes no sense. When I got checked,
So they're actually
nobody
asking-
around me had birds, so I
they're
don't know
asking
how they
for
came up with
help.
the logic of checking
Yeah, it's a
my
little better
property,
view.
where I had my animals at.
Did they ever kill your birds? No? Did they kill your birds?
My birds have met with an unfortunate accident, so they can't kill them.
Oh, that's too bad.
They're in an accident?
Sometimes the dogs will get to them.
That's exactly what happened. Some kind of animal got to them.
Yep.
Next they're going to kill a donkey now.
I know, that's what everyone's afraid of. Like, you know, especially with the warrant. You know, they had a warrant.
They came with the real one or fake one?
No, they come with a warrant. They come with the sorry guys, my video's so shaky up. It's hard to zoom in and keep the camera still.
They came with a real one?
Huh? Oh yeah, And the last warrant that I saw, it said you can kill all animals on the property, not just the chickens or other pets. So, you know, with people who have, you know, family pets such as dogs or cats or any other animal that's outside, you know, they're afraid and they bully people and they scare people and
They brought, they like this.
yeah, they gas them out.
Supposedly these birds were healthy.
Yeah, oh, yeah, very healthy. Yeah. He takes very good care of his animals.
The security went back in the car.
Hmm?
The security went back in the car.
Huh?
The security.
Yeah, because he's scared. There's no reason for him to be scared. We're trying to get answers and we're just trying to talk to him and, you know, there's no reason for them to be so so like secretive about what's going on. You know, if they wanted everybody to know that there was a virus and they wanted to help people, then they would inform the public, you know. Because they said there's a Newcastle virus in the area, but the state that you, no, the cops don't care, they won't come. Like if I say I'm a
Alright, all of a sudden I lost my signal for a second there. My feed's back now. For some reason I lost signal for a few moments. Let me set it back where I was. I don't know why all of a sudden I lost my signal. Just to reiterate, this is going on in the city of Rupa Valley, the Glen Avon, Pedley area. The gentleman says that his birds were healthy before they got here. Made one deal of, the address is 4418 Trail Canyon in the city of Pedley / Glen Avon. It's near the Glen Avon Elementary School. The one deal they made was that with the homeowner, that when they showed up here, they would show up with a biosecure vehicle to remove the remains of the birds. As I showed a little while ago, the truck that showed up is not secure in any way, shape, or form. There are dead chickens inside of bags inside the truck, inside the bed of the truck. It's really all hard to tell how well they're treating them, as I'm on the street. You can hear them screaming. I think she's in the back filming. That's why you're not able to get a hold of her. They're actually informing the homeowner right now, the chicken owner. They are actually administering carbon dioxide gas. For all intents and purposes, they are suffocating them to death. They're placed inside of a trash can with a garbage bag liner inside the trash can, and they are putting a hose through the thing, and basically just suffocating them to death. So they're now that's the homeowner right there who said that the birds were healthy, and they're making her move over there with them temporarily just to show her reaction when she sees that they actually brought dead birds onto their property. Oh, there's actually something written on the tires, though. I don't know what it means, but
I can't go in the backyard. Go with her, Mama.
that's the container they use to spray tires with. They are now, they've made one of the homeowners aware, the chicken owners aware, that they had brought dead chickens to their property against their request because they had healthy birds, and basically they have caused a cross-contamination by bringing possibly sick other birds onto the property, as we don't know how the birds tested. But just the fact that they brought chickens that had been previously euthanized onto the location when they were told specifically they do not want them to do that, that's causing a little bit of an issue, because it's showing yet again how they're not even honoring what they say they'll agree to do. Can I smell anything? No, from here I cannot. Now you can see the gentleman in the green hat and the blue striped shirt. That is the chicken owner himself. He is over there probably explaining how his wife is currently talking to them, not in a very unexpressive manner. She's looks more than frustrated with them. Looks like they are actually all heading back to this truck right now. So a group of them just walked off this way. You see right, oh, I just missed it. But right where they're standing, that is where the green trash can is that they're placing them inside of and basically suffocating them to death. We're presently heading back over to where they heading back over to the truck. Like I said, the homeowner looked like they're walking this way. Here comes the homeowner right now. Oh, that's not the homeowner. But I'm going to break the rules real quick.
I told them about the roosters back here. They said, how do you know that there's chickens there? I go, show me the proof that there isn't there.
Thank you.
Show me.
They have them zip tied like they always do.
I said, show it to me. Otherwise, that there is no dead roosters there. Show me proof. Show me.
Ask for them for
I
a sticker.
said, so I told Lorenzo, so you could stop this right now. Now he's explaining to them that they didn't cross the line. That there's a barrier, basically. I'm out of breath. I gotta go.
No, you know what? Thank you for telling and let him know and his wife know that they like him.
So now is where the actual dead chickens are right here that were not supposed to be here. But what has come to find out is they're playing basically semantics. They're saying, well, technically it's not across the biosecure line that we have established at the fence line, because they're not past the fence line, so therefore technically they're not on the property, even though they are physically on the property. The lady said up there that she argued with them, trying to ask them to show them what was in the bags. They refused to show what was in the bag. They said, "Oh, how do you know there's chickens back there?" Well, if there was none, why would you say that to begin with? Why wouldn't you say it's not chickens, it's just trash or something else? But they play that whole game of, well, how do you know? How do you know that that's what's in the bags? Which is pretty much an admission of there being dead chickens there. Then they said that, well, technically it's not on your property as it has not crossed the backyard fence line. So therefore it is not violating our biosecurity protocol. Here comes Mr. Fluffy right now, walking out this way again. Well, actually, I don't think he's walking to me. No, he's not walking towards me. That is their security personnel. That really isn't that secure. Oh, I've crossed the property line many times already. That's why they keep getting out of the car, because a bunch of us keep crossing when we're not supposed to. The line they're arguing is the back fence line where the dead chickens are not across that line. But never mind the fact that they've had an individual who has not been geared up at all come back and forth to the truck that has the dead chickens in it and going back onto the property. See here if I can get a better look at the trash can. You really can't. Let me try zooming in. Well, they're arguing that they haven't broke their agreement because of the fact that chickens haven't crossed the backyard. The chickens of the other. So now look, now all of a sudden that truck is moving. The one that we've had the issue about the biosecurity is all of a sudden coming off of the property completely and totally. It's now coming onto the actual street. See, they know they screwed up by bringing the dead chickens onto the property. If there was no dead chickens on the property, why would all of a sudden they move the vehicle? If that is not a admittance of whoopsie, we violated our own agreement, I don't know what is. If that is an oops, we fucked up, I don't know what that is. Let's see, you see that kid right there? He ain't got no biosecure equipment on at all. But there is a homeowner actually filming, the lady filming the truck with the of them parking the truck outside the fence line after they were already insured that there would be no bio risks associated with this, and they've already violated their own promise. Well, the closest we're getting to slowing them down, Robin, is the fact that they're not letting us film either on property or on the property beside anymore. Because earlier this morning, when I first arrived, Tiffany was here, and she was here when they originally went down. They had permission to be here and to film it, but CDFA said they would not take part in the process if people were on property filming. And then they went to the neighbor's yard where they had permission to do it. And then CDFA also went on to say that they will not film if they are filming from the neighbor's property, even though they have both homeowners' permissions. So now I am currently on the street, which they cannot say anything about, shooting through the backyard, or shooting through the front yard to the backyard, the best I can. Robert, Bob, that's actually a very, very good idea. I didn't even really think about that. Parked wrong way on the street. Problem is, Riverside Sheriff's Department is not really doing anything about them. They're kind of passing the buck to everyone else. So I doubt they would even do anything. Even if you said, hey, there's a vehicle parked on the wrong side of the road, they would probably take 2 hours to show up, and by then they would be gone. But where they're standing is currently close to where there's a trash can, standard 55-gallon trash can. It's got a plastic bag liner set on the inside of it. They've got a hole basically cut in the top of the lid, and they place chickens inside the trash can and basically suffocate the chicken to death by using carbon dioxide gas. But what you don't bother to think about is every time they open that lid up to put a new chicken in, they're letting in oxygen, which is actually, if the chicken isn't dead, is giving that chicken that whiff of that air again and starting the process all over again. So it's actually not a very humane, not a very peaceful way of committing death to an animal. There are a lot more humane ways to do it than the manner they've selected to do it. Denise, yes, actually the homeowner has been made aware. It took a little bit of time to make the homeowner aware. They had been made aware that there's really dead chickens on the back of the truck. After they were made aware, CDFA made the comment or tried to argue the fact that technically because the chickens, after first of all they tried to deny there was chickens in there by making the comment of, how do you know there are chickens in the back of that truck? The lady who talked to him said, well, prove to me there's not, open one of the bags up. They wouldn't do it. She's like, all right, so you don't want to open one of the bags up, so obviously there's something back there you don't want us to know about. So then they made the homeowner aware of it. The homeowner, the wife, I'm assuming is the wife, came over and looked inside the back of the truck, saw the fact there are bags of dead chickens inside of the truck itself. She went and talked to him, and CDFA is now claiming, well, technically we're not violating our biosecure line, the line that we basically agreed to with you, because of the fact that they are not behind the back of the property. They are not on the, they're not in the backyard basically. The homeowner is actually currently back there with them. He's got he's standing probably about 3 feet from one of them, the gentleman. That's true, Crystal. They said that they did threaten the homeowner with the warrant, and the homeowner did not want to deal with the warrant, so he agreed to the process just to be done with it. He said he is, once this is done and over with, he is going to sell his property and leave California. But he's tired of this. This is the second time now in about the last 10 or 15 years this has happened. Huh? What? That's where they are.
What?
That's where they are.
I can see
They're putting chickens inside of a trash can.
What?
They're putting chickens inside of a trash can.
You did?
No, they're alive. Prior to going into them.
What?
Prior to going into the trash can.
She's like stopping it because you brought some stuff on?
They're saying that they didn't violate their own agreement because the chickens were outside the backyard.
And they're falling for it? How many do they have?
I don't know.
Anybody know?
I don't know.
Why are they letting them do it?
Because they're tired. They said they were threatened with a warrant. They didn't want to allow a warrant to come in. So they just wanted to be done with it.
Are they mad?
Huh?
Are they mad?
I don't know. I haven't spoken with them.
Well, they should be mad. They saw the birds out here.
Again, I haven't spoken with them. I don't know. They are Spanish-speaking individuals.
Where are they at?
Actually, I don't see them. Oh, there they are.
What?
They're walking back.
Back here?
They got chickens in their hands, live chickens.
What?
They have live chickens in their hands.
What are they doing with them?
Putting them in the trash can. Well, I'll actually show you that they did break their deal. Heading back over to the truck right now. This truck was on the property, well, technically on the driveway just a few moments ago. I actually showed it being driven out just a few moments ago. But I'm actually trying to stay off the street. But as you can see in there are bags full of dead chickens. When they were here, it was originally parked right about there, outside that closed fence. But they had, in fact, brought dead chickens again. One more. You see that bag right there is very full. That's what I'm saying. If there was nothing, well, their arguments first didn't make any sense. First they argued, prove to us there was chickens in there. How do you know what was there? How do you know what's in the bags? And the argument was made, well, prove to me there isn't any chickens in there by opening the bag up. They wouldn't do that, and that's when they argued that it had not went past their backyard, so therefore they were not violating their contract. Even though they still had a truck that has dead chickens, which, again, I just showed a moment ago with the bag full of chickens. The lady that, Robin, which lady? The lady that was speaking to me in the background, or the homeowner herself? I'm assuming the drips are probably the spray they sprayed when they showed up here. I don't remember what it was called. I actually took it earlier on the video. I got it up close of it. There were some words written on it. That was an elderly lady driving by in a vehicle. Robin. A lot of people don't know how they're killed, let alone why. Earlier today, Tiffany was here. These birds are very healthy. This gentleman had very good biosecurity, and they're just showing up to kill the birds anyway. Actually, Casey, the lady who informed the homeowner that they violated the biosecurity perimeter, or their contract, if you will, did tell him in Spanish.